Hello friends and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Julie and I am the author of the blog CapturingWonderland.com, where I talk about all things creating a beautiful, charming, and vintage home in a modern world and how to do that on a very small budget. I am ready to paint my small entryway as the fourth project that I have done now in this tiny little entryway. The first one was replacing all of the trim. The second one was refinishing this little dresser, this little antique dresser that I have in my entryway as a part of the organizational system here in my tiny little entry for a family of 7. The third project was painting the doors. Well, I guess we're on our fifth project. And then the fifth project was the brick wall that I made using just painter's tape and joint compound. So if you're interested in any of those videos, I will go ahead and link them below for you, and I'll try to put them up in the top as well. So today is painting day, but before we can paint, we actually have to do a little bit of prep work. I want to show you the faux brick is finally dry completely, and I just wanted to show you like what to expect when you do this project. As you can see, there was a bit of cracking, and that's because of the natural drying process, but actually it works perfectly fine with the brick look. So I'm actually not upset about it at all. I could go back in and fill it in with more joint compound with my fingers like I did in my fireplace in my dining room, but I don't want to. I think that it kind of actually helps with the appearance of the brick. So I'm actually okay with it completely. Maybe you can see more of the cracking up here. You can see some of the cracking up here. But like I said, it really doesn't affect it at all. I think that it actually adds to the authenticity of the brick. It looks more brick-like that way. So the only thing that I am going to do with the brick is there are some harsh corners in here that are quite pokey, and I know when I try to paint over them, they're gonna break off into the paintbrush, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm actually going to use a 120 grit sander and try to sand them down just a little bit, just to round them off a bit. So, like, just, it gives it a much more worn, soft look. Which I actually really like. So let's just look at a before and an after here. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like before and then what it looks like after. See this harsh edge right here? You just take this and see, it's much more worn looking. So I think that looks better. If you like, again, if you like the other look, that's totally fine too. I just like this look better. Lord. I am making quite the mess. I am definitely going to have to vacuum and sweep before I can paint. So there's that to consider. How much of a mess do you want to make? I want to make all the mess. So there's my answer. Okay. I'm done. Woo! That took a little bit. Look at my poor sanding pad. It is very sad, but I'm happy to have it done. So now I'm gonna get a broom and my wet dry vac, and I'm gonna come in here and suck it all off the walls. Maybe I should clean my hands first. I'm literally getting drywall dust. Look at my face. Is it all over me? Maybe. All right, let's get to it. So now that it's all cleaned up, the next thing to do is to tape off the few areas that I just want to be sure don't get paint on them. I'm going to tape around the door itself, around the hinges, and on the flooring. Well, yeah, on the flooring, because it will cause me less work later on. So I'm going to go and get my painter's tape and we will get ahead on that. I'm actually going to try to use these pieces on top of the other shelf. We are taped, we are cleaned, we are sanded, we are prepped. So now it's time for paint. So I have my painter's tray, my little painter's tray, disposable tray, I guess. I have my paint can opener that comes with the bare paint. I really like it. It's a spout and an opener all at the same time. And these, this, and my roller and roller handle, extendable. And make sure when you're buying a roller that you get one that's meant for texture. This has really thick, nappy hair, and that is meant for thick textured walls. Just saying. The paint that I have chosen is White Dove by Benjamin Moore, and I color matched with Bare Paint and Primer in one. So I use the Bare Paint and Primer because as far as my experience, and I've used pretty much all of the other paints that are widely available, like Valspar and Sherwin-Williams and Gildan, I think I'm saying that right, and none of them compare quality wise as far as I'm concerned with Bare. So that's what I use. So it's got the spout on the top, and I'm going to use my brush to clean up the spout when I pour. All right, I just finished the second coat, and now I'm going to pull off the tape. Okay, I didn't do such a great job taping, so there's going to be a little bit of touch-ups to do on the doors, but whatever, that's fine. Other than that, it's looking pretty spectacular. I have a little bit of cleanup, but really, for the most part, the walls are done, and I am so excited about it. So let me throw this out and then let's talk about what comes next. Now that the walls are completely finished, what is next in this process? Well, I actually had a poll running on my community tab in my channel, giving you guys the opportunity to tell me which project you want to see next. Do you want to see me painting the tile floors first? Or would you like to see this beautiful Art Deco style wardrobe upgraded and a complete makeover redone as a part of this Entryway organization system. Go ahead and vote on that right after you finish this video if you want to be a part of that decision, because it was pretty close, half and half. I think 45% was for the wardrobe last time I looked, and 55% was for the tile floor. So as it stands right now, the next project for the entryway is going to be painting the tile floors, which I'm really excited about and really looking forward to that process and the after, because these tiles, while not being like truly hideous, they're just plain Jane, you know, builder grade version tiles, and I would love to see them with a little bit more style. So they need a little bit of a facelift. What happens after that? Well, after the floor is painted and the wardrobe is done, the last things to do is to change out the light fixture and install the ceiling medallion, which also excited for. I have to completely redo the antique mirror that is going up here. You guys have not seen that yet, and I will reveal it in that video. It is so pretty. I got it for $5 at a thrift store, but it has been painted, and so it's gonna need to be stripped and refinished before it goes up on the wall. After that, there is just onesie twosie little stuff, decor basically. I'm excited to get to decorating the space once it's all done and see the completed final project, and I'm excited to show that to you guys as well. Any last thoughts for the whole painting process? It is what it is. I hate painting. It is messy and time consuming, and no matter how many precautions you put up, it still gets everywhere. Not my favorite, but it is my favorite for the aspect of it makes a huge difference on the walls. And as you can see, it made a huge difference on these walls, just painting it white. You can see the beautiful brick pattern and the texture, but it just unifies the whole space, and this entryway is so much brighter than it was. So other than that, yeah, no other thoughts. It was an easy thing. It's just messy and time consuming. So if you guys attempt this project, I would love to hear from you, and let me know if you decide to put a brick wall in your house somewhere made with painter's tape and joint compound, because I want to see those pictures and I want to be tagged in your social media. So thank you so much guys for watching all the way through. If you've made it this far, I cannot wait to bring you more content. Like this video if this is content that you appreciate and enjoy watching, and subscribe if you aren't. I would love to have you a part of my community here at Capturing Wonderland. All right guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.